JazzTheHairFreeBalanceclasses.com. Today I'm going to actually be responding to somebody who said, there's all these videos of shimmies, but I don't really, it's hard to kind of put them all together and see all the different types of shimmies and the difference between all of them. And it would be great if we had one video that shows all the different types of shimmies. So I'm not going to teach you, the step-by-step for each one of them, but I'm going to show you all the different types of shimmies. First of all, these are not all the shimmies in the world. I don't claim to know every single one of them. You can be so creative with them and even make up your own shimmies if you can. But I'm going to tell you the ones that I have taught you guys before. I might forget one or two, so excuse me if that happens. But I'm going to try to show you as many of them put together in one place so you can, see the difference, okay? So the basic one that everybody should learn really as a beginner is the Egyptian shimmy. It's the one where your feet are flat and you're generating the move from your knees, right? Going front, back, like this, okay? And then you start to speed up that motion, and then it looks like this. As you can see, there is no hip movement at all here. It's all in the quads, and then you can make it as fast as you can, and then try to keep the heels on the ground, but if you lift just a tiny bit, okay? So that's the Egyptian shimmy, and with that one you can do a lot of layering with the hips, little circles. You can do undulations with it. So it's a very, very good one to layer with. The reason is because you're only using your knees. So you have the rest of your body free from the hips up to use for layering, okay? So that's the Egyptian shimmy. The other one that a lot of people talk about is the hip shimmy. I don't use it a lot. I don't like it a lot. The reason I don't like it is because it's limited. You're moving your hip. It's like up and down like this. So you have to bend your knees here in order to create the motion, of course, in the hips. It's exactly the opposite of what we're trying to do when we do an Egyptian shimmy. So it's up and down, and then you try to see if you can speed it up. So it's one that's, by the way, hard to speed up. And then, as I said, you can only do it like that. There's really not much you can add to it to layer because you're already using your hips. And it's kind of hard to use the abs to layer when the hips are moving up and down. And it just becomes a little too much. Okay, so it's not my favorite, the hip shimmy, but that's what it looks like. It's an up and down motion. The choo-choo shimmy is also an up and down motion of the hips. However, it's a little different. Instead of doing it flat-footed like the hip shimmy, it's actually up on your toes. The form looks like this. You're up on your toes, heel off the ground. Okay, you're bending your knees a little bit, and then you're taking these little steps that are really, really fast. And you really try to make some noise with it, right? You got a dance floor, whatever you're practicing on, make some noise. Because you got to go really fast. And then from there, what you're doing is you're letting the hips go up and down, but it's a tiny little motion up and down like this, okay? And then you start speeding up from there. And then you can move around with it. You can layer with it, front and back, side to side, in a circle. So it's one that's easy to move around with. It's strong, it's powerful, and it really works your quads and your calves as well. So it's a beautiful shimmy. It's what we call the choo-choo shimmy, or also the Turkish shimmy, okay? There's a lot of other things you can do with it. You can check out the website and just kind of type in choo-choo shimmy. You see all the different things we've done in the past with the choo-choo shimmy. So that's the choo-choo shimmy, Egyptian shimmy, and hip shimmy. The other shimmy that we talked a lot about, well, not a lot actually, is the Tunisian shimmy. The Tunisian shimmy is also called a twist shimmy, and all you're doing is you're twisting your hips. So you can keep your feet flat, steady, and then twist back front, like this. And then you speed it up from there. And you see how fast you can go. You can do it just standing still like this, or you can do it sideways by switching the weight from side to side. You can do it traveling, side to side, or in a circle like I just showed you. So if you want to travel with it, you want to be on your toes. If you're doing it flat, if you're just staying in the same spot, you can do it flat. So that's the Tunisian shimmy. The Moroccan shimmy, called also the three-quarter shimmy, is the one where you go up and down, kick out, up and down, kick out. There is this video that breaks this one down because this one kind of needs really good breakdown. So check out that video for that. But again, it's not called a shimmy until that three-quarter movement is fast. So it goes like this. Okay, so that's a three-quarter shimmy, called also the Moroccan shimmy. The Algerian shimmy is a three-quarter shimmy with a twist. So like that. So you twist forward to do the lift and drop kick. So you do a lift and drop kick with a twist, 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 and then you speed it up from there. Okay, so that's an Algerian shimmy. It's a three-quarter Moroccan shimmy with a twist. Let's see, what other shimmies? The African shimmy, I think I taught you this one before, is the one, it kind of looks exactly like a choo-choo shimmy, but usually the upper body is down, so it's really going like that. Okay, so we call that the African hip shimmy, but you can also do what we call the African upper body shimmy, which is more like from here. So your feet are flat, and then you're really focusing on the belly in and out, or sometimes if you want to do the chest, you can also do the chest. So you like, tuck, release the chest, tuck, release, push the chest as you release, okay? And then you just speed up from there. So it's not a belly dance one that's really common, but some people do actually use it for drum solos sometimes. So let's see, I think we covered the Egyptian shimmy, the choo-choo Turkish shimmy, the Tunisian shimmy, Algerian shimmy, Moroccan three-quarter shimmy. Of course, there's also the chest shimmy, like this. And then there's what we call the shoulder shimmy, moving like this side to side. So those are the common ones, and there might be other ones that we'll do in the future we probably haven't done and I forgot them, but those are the differences between those common shimmies. Now go back, as I said, to the videos for each one of them and try to learn separately with the footwork, hip work, arm work, see some of the combinations. All that is on our website, treebellydanceclasses.com. So I hope this was helpful to you. I'll see you next time. Keep on dancing. Bye.